Hi everyone. So we're going to review solving equations that include the distributive property and some fractions. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to distribute to get rid of the parentheses so we can solve the equation. So 5 times 3x is 15x, and 5 times minus 4 is minus 20, equals 12. Okay, let's get rid of the minus 20 first. Let's create a zero pair here. So we're going to add 20 to both sides. Let me use a different color. Let's add 20 to both sides. And now we'll have 15x, okay, this is gone, equals 32. Okay, we'll divide both sides by 15. And now the 15s will cancel, giving us x here. 15 goes into 32 twice because 2 times 15 is 30. When you turn 30 from the top, you're still left with 2 over 15. Okay, let's go to the next one. We can do mental math here. Half of 6x is 3x. Half of 10 is 5. So this would be minus 5 because there's a minus here in front of the 10. Equals 4. Okay, let's start by removing a minus 5 by creating a zero pair here. Add 5, add 5. Okay, so these will cancel, giving us 3x equals 9. Divide both sides by 3, and x equals 3. Okay, let's keep going. So we're going to distribute fractions here. So this times this, we can turn this into a fraction, turn this into a fraction, and we can multiply the numerators. 3 and 4x gives us 12x. And then in the denominator, 2 times 1 is going to give us 2. Let me keep the same color. Oops. Black. Okay, let me erase some of this stuff here off. Okay, and now let's distribute this times this. 3 times negative 2 is minus 6. Wrong color. Minus 6 in the numerator, and 2 here times 1 here is 2. Equals 6. Okay, let's simplify that. 12 divided by 2 is 6x. 6 divided by 2 is 3, equals 6. Add 3 to both sides. 6x equals 9. Divide both sides by 6. X equals, well, 6 goes into 9 one time. We take 6 from the top, we're still left with 3 6, which is the same thing as x equals 1 and 1/2. Okay, let's go to the next one. So we can turn this into a fraction. So the numerator is negative 2 times 10x is going to give me negative 20x. In the numerator, denominator is 5 times 1 will be 5. Let me distribute this fraction to this number here. Let's turn that into a fraction. Numerator, -2 times -5. They're both negative. So that's going to be +10. And 5 times 1 is 5 equals -2. All right, -20 divided by 5 is -4x. 10 divided by 5 is 2 equals -2. Okay, subtract 2 from both sides. -4x equals -4. Divide both sides by -4. And x equals 1. Okay, because a negative divided by negative is positive. This is SSB. A negative divided by negative is positive. Same sign, positive. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so look, this question might confuse some people because we start with the term that, or we start with a constant, that means a number that has no variable, and usually you're used to seeing it like this, with the term that has the variable first. See, this is equal, those two are equal. They are the same, okay? Just a different arrangement. We have the -2/3 up in front and the -3 in the back. Okay, but you're going to do the same, you're going to take the same steps to solve this. So let me erase this. What was that? 3? I think I erased the 2/3. Let me check. Yeah, that should be a 3. Okay, so you're going to create a zero pair first. You're going to add 3 here to eliminate that -3 and add 3 here. So now that's gone. Now you have -2/3 x equals 9. Okay, you're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is -3/2. -3/2. Okay, these will cancel, giving you x equals 9 times -3 is -27. And 1 times 2 is 2. So how many times does 2 go into 27? Goes in 13 times, because 13 times 2 is 26. When we take 26 from the top, what's left? 1, and that's over 2. But remember, your fraction is negative, so your mixed number should be negative. All right, let's go to the next one. So you're going to distribute 1.4 to 2x, and you're going to get 2.8x. You will distribute 1.4 to times 5, and you're going to get 7 equals 10. Okay, let's eliminate the +7 by creating a zero pair here. Subtract 7 from here, subtract 7 from here, and you end up with 2.8x equals 3. Divide both sides by 2.8. And these will cancel. X equals, let me use my calculator. 3 divided by 2.8 gives us 1.7, approximately 1.7. Approximately 1.7. Okay, let's keep going. All right, again, this can be written this way: 1/2 x minus 5 equals 6. They're equal. So these two are equal. They are the same. Okay, just different arrangement. So don't let that confuse you. So let's go ahead and erase this and start solving this. All right. So let's create a zero here by adding a 5 here and add a 5 here to eliminate the -5. So now this is gone. We have 1/2 x here, positive 1/2 x equals 11. Remember what I told you when there's a 1 in the numerator? When there's a 1 in the numerator, you can use a shortcut. Just multiply these two. And the answer is x equals 22. Okay, let's keep going. All right, you can turn this into a fraction, since you're distributing a fraction, and multiply the numerators. -1 times 8x is -8x. Multiply the denominators. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, now be careful. You have a minus here, and you have a minus here. So you have two numbers. You're multiplying two numbers with the same sign. This is SSP. SSP, same sign, positive. So this is going to give us a plus 16 over 4. 1 times 16 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4. Equals -4. Now let's simplify that. -8 divided by 4 is -2x. Plus 16 divided by 4 is 4. Equals -4. Let's create a zero pair here to eliminate the plus 4. So we'll have -2x equals -8. So you have a negative and more negatives. Divide both sides by -2. So x equals, all right, so this is SSP. Same sign, positive. Okay, you're dividing a negative by a negative. They have the same sign, so the answer is going to be +4. Okay, let's keep going. So we're going to go ahead and add 4 to both sides as our first step. Create that zero pair to eliminate the -4. So we're trying to solve for x. We need the term that has the x all by itself on one side. So now we have 3/5 x all by itself on one side, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Now one more step, and we'll be finished. Okay, so we're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, 5/3 times 5/3. So this will cancel the 3's and the 5's, giving us x equals 30 over 3. So x equals 10. Okay, number 11. So we want this term, -1/4 x, by itself. So let's eliminate 3 from here by creating a zero pair. So this is positive. You see no sign, that means it's positive. So I need to do the opposite, which is -3. Subtract 3 from both sides. And I'll get -1/4 x equals -8. Okay? Well, this is negative and this is negative. Let's multiply both sides by the reciprocal so nobody's confused. So -4 over 1 times -4 over 1. So these will cancel, the 4's will cancel, giving us x here. A negative times negative is positive, SSB here. Okay, same sign, positive. So x equals 32. All right. So let's distribute. This gives us 20x. Distribute the 4 to the -2, that'll give us -8 equals 8. Okay, let's cancel the -8 by adding a zero pair. So add a plus here, 8 and +8. So this cancels. I didn't mean to say add a zero pair, I meant to create a zero pair. So we can eliminate the -8. Okay, so this is gone. 20x equals 16. Divide both sides by 20. And x equals, we can reduce that, divide the top by 4, you get 4. Divide the bottom by 4, you get 5. So x is 4/5. All right, last one. Distribute. Get negative 8x. Distribute. Be careful. You have a negative here and a negative here. Okay, so a negative times a negative is going to be positive. So this is going to be plus 12 equals 12. Okay, let's eliminate the plus 12 by adding in a 0 pair. So, or by creating, I mean, a 0 pair. I'm sorry, that's supposed to be a minus. Minus 12. Minus 12 gives us negative 8x equals 0. Divide both sides by negative 8, and x equals 0. How do we know if we got the right answer? We can check. Okay, so negative 2 times 4. And what did we say x was? X was 0, so we're going to replace x with 0. Okay, minus 6 equals 12. Let's see if that's true. So it's negative 2 minus 6 here equals 12. Well, negative 6 times negative 2 is 12, and 12 equals 12 gives us a true equation. That means our solution is correct. And that's it for our review.